Before we start the video, I have a warning for you.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this.
Hasan has lost the plot.
You fucking piece of shit! You garbage, monstrous scumbag! You garbage.
Here's why. Hey my friends, it's me, your favorite YouTube person, here again. Seeing as it's the year of our Lord and Savior 2023, what better level tradition than making a poorly aged commentary video. This time though, I'm gonna try to write my words out, see if it goes well. I might even do more commentary on drama or random things I want to talk about. Let me know if you like it. I haven't read a script in ages.
Kids are insanely addicted to this.
Hasan Piker, Hasanabi, Azan, Hank Pecker, Professor, Hasan. This man goes by many names, but for the sake of this video, I will refer to him as Hasan. And if you don't know him, well, let me tell you, it's a whole trip, brother. Hasan is a self-ascribed socialist who makes Twitch streams about covering political topics important to him. And once in a full moon, he plays video games.
Even big ones like the trolley problem.
He started out in Turkey, pirating video games. That naughty boy. Eventually he moved to the US and did these things.
I'm Hasan Piker, and this is Bro Tip. This week's Bro Tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you. A few things to consider when you're thinking about Lady Gaga as a top contender for Babe of the Week should be the fact that she might have a penis.
Then he started working at the Young Turks as a journalist, an assistant writer. I don't know exactly, but they liked him enough to be on camera.
Cigarettes kill 480.
You know what's really funny? Well, I mean, this is not to my own horn, but like, my consistency is fucking insane, okay?
And if I'm correct, his uncle is Cenk Uygur. How do you say that last name? Cenk Uygur? One of the founders? Main co-hosts? God, I don't know the progressive news cycle lore. Please, I hate politics. Don't make me look this shit up. Anyways, eventually, after getting tired of that, in 2020, Hasan decided to cover news stories constantly in his Twitch live streams, whether he would like it or not.
Hey, the N-word, it's always out. You think black people...
What a fucking liar, dude!
Now that we're up to the present day, what the hell am I talking about? Who else am I talking about? Why am I putting more effort into this script than my game reviews? Well, friend. We're talking about Hasan and the WillyMac show. And I'll talk briefly about my former appreciation viewership of the Hasanabi broadcast. It's not a Twitch stream. It's not a goofy Twitch stream unless he says so, you ignorant fuck!
Just a, dumb idiot with a Twitch stream who is live reacting to the news and trying to make sense of everything as it's ongoing. I usually have a policy of not covering breaking news, and sometimes that policy is violated.
Me going live and giving you 10 hours of on the ground, 10 hours of reporting from the ground, at a critical moment, at a critical time. There is no reason for me to say Twitch streamers are stupid. You already know it. You watch Twitch. You know it. We're dumb as fuck, myself included.
Who's stroking my Willy show? Well, I'll be honest. I hardly know. I know, folks. I know. I don't do my lore research. Imagine that. It's almost like I made that disclaimer for a reason. The most that I know, and what I'll lay out for you in this video, assuming you don't want to go find out yourself, is that he's a YouTuber guy who covers different topics in video type essays, not professional stuff, but you know. Just the kind of sit down, commentate, put stuff together pretty good. And he's covered Hasan a few times on his channel, mainly about inconsistencies and hypocrisies he has made.
Hasan is just bad at news, dude. There's no other way to put it. That guy will sit there and speak with absolute authority while the article he has open on stream is proving him wrong. Hasan would debate with a viewer over trans women competing in women's sports and breaking world records.
Wrong. You are wrong. You are making that up. You have read like 3 articles from like 3 random edge cases. You are wrong.
And after watching his videos myself and then watching the debate they had, I've come to the conclusion that Hasan really just says what he wants to say What the hell is my script saying? That was a word salad of a sentence. What the hell am I saying? Basically, he just says what he wants to get what he wants, and he also says what he wants to get other people to think what he wants. Just like a lot of people. I'm gonna try to give my own perspective on it, but I'm also gonna kind of dig into the same points Willy has, and he did more research than I ever could. So I please implore you to watch those videos after you're done here. I'll link them in the description, or you can Google them. He's made them.
Oh, I touched that grass! I'm touching grass! I don't know what the fuck you're talking about! Here we go, I'm on the ground.
First, where do I fit in? How deep and delved was I in the Hasanabi community beforehand? How much soy did I consume? How much gay sex did the Hasanabi community make me have? Well, first off, I wasn't what he described as a Hasanabi head. Like, I literally didn't give a shit about the Hasan community. Matter of fact, a portion of the time I was watching his coverage of stuff, his community was cringe as f. Like, there's no way around it. He was cringe as f too, but he was the seemingly smart guy that likes China, is fine with Taiwan being invaded, and other things. I didn't see the red flags. How could you blame me?
And first of all, I am pro-China. Okay, so make no mistake on that front. I am pro-China. I do not mind multipolarity. I do not fear multipolarity. So
This is a good way to describe Taiwan as well. The American federal government going into the South and killing, unfortunately not all of them, but a decent amount of slavers and defenders of slavery. This is violent retribution from a powerful federal government.
Editing level here. God, it's hard not to clip Assad when, like, literally for the next 10 seconds after that clip, he was just going on. Like, this is hell. Get me out of here. So nah, for the record, I'm literally the opposite of the stupid takes Hasan has on foreign policy. That's sort of the catalyst that brought me to making this.
you feeling bad about the Crimean annexation does not change the reality of the Crimean annexation being a completely justifiable fucking act by the Russian government, okay?
I was mainly watching his YouTube offerings, not his Twitch streams, thank God. And that was from 2021 until, like, literally maybe a few weeks ago. I got into him because, like, I was feeling like everything was burning down during the pandemic. I didn't have many other options that were speaking to me. Not gonna go into specifics. Nope. But yeah, I was dumb enough to fall down sitting at the edge of the Sockdem kiddie pool. And now I'm banned for peeing in it. Boo. Currently, I still have my sub in, either because I guess I'm one of those hate watchers now, or the more empathetic part of me. God, that'll change towards Hasan if this video blows up. Wants to see him improve as a person and admit what he has and still is doing in terms of his integrity and how he conducts himself in his show. I mean, shows plural, because he also has a podcast that's only funded by Patreon money.
So you're paying moderators or head of moderation?
No, not editors and not moderators.
I'm probably being too optimistic. There's no turning back. I ain't gonna be no schizophrenic Trump guy like I was pre-pandemic. But I sure as shit ain't gonna be looking at a Twitch streamer for my news. Nuh-uh, no sir. Lesson learned. Wow! Enough about me. Let's talk about Hasan. He loves when you talk about him, honestly. It's like his favorite thing that you could do ever in the world. Trust me.
Why did you say I never apologized if I did, and you just repeated after I said, no, I did apologize. You did. Stop saying this is exactly my criticism. Okay, but then your criticism is fucking stupid.
And now, the part you probably clicked on this video to hear about. The debate. Why is Hasan having a debate with a YouTuber? Doesn't Hasan say he hates debates? Yeah, he does. I have no clue why he did this. I'm sure a bunch of his fans don't know why he did this, but they love it, because he can dunk on people.
You're basically admitting that you're a fucking bottom-feeding drama farmer who has no interest in...
Like, you're just going to look... Because I'm going to pull it up in my when I make my video.
Pull it up. Then pull it up. Stop fucking complaining about it after the fact. Go ahead. I'm here right now. If you are genuinely interested in truth and research or whatever, you have this wonderful opportunity. You have this wonderful opportunity to ask me personally.
To pull it up. I'm trying to listen, but I'm hearing you twice. Once from my video and once from you just bitching in my ear.
As if the irony isn't falling on them when he makes fun of people owning talibs. As if this shit isn't cringe as hell too. Oh, and also apparently Hasan wanted to talk Israel-Palestine with him beforehand, before he changed the subject to, like, talking about him, which, like, is stupid if he, like, knew the topic was just gonna be about his ethical journalism. Not everybody wants to be your type of debate pervert, Hasan.
How did you make liking bidets political? I didn't. This guy did, bro.
And also, you may have noticed I said he did this. Not Willymacshow holding a gun at Hasan, demanding a ransom of one live debate. No, Hasan saw Willy's videos were gaining traction, or he got a heads up from his chat, didn't even watch the videos, or so he says, and badgered Willy to do some shit. He was even preemptively calling him a no-show on Twitter, just like he preemptively and confidently said Ukraine wouldn't be invaded.
I was right about Ukraine. That's right. War is not imminent. Oh, shock.
I think maybe I'll tell my editors to do this, but I think I'll just change I'll change this every day to Ukraine has still not been invaded by Russia.
Just like when he preemptively and confidently said Kiev wouldn't be bombed.
People talking about like bombing Kiev. That is insane. That's psychotic.
Just like when he preemptively and confidently said that a hospital was blown up by Israel and only Israel.
I do not believe that the Gazan factions have a rocket powerful enough to be able to wipe out their own hospital. They do not. They do have rockets. The reality is that now, after looking at all of the new evidence, bomb site that we can lay eyes on, the Israeli counterclaim of this being a Islamic Jihad or potentially a Hamas rocket misfiring is not as unlikely as it was yesterday.
So Willy accepts, and the stage is set. And what do? Well, it's mainly a back and forth between Willy bringing up an incident Hasan jumps the gun on and dies on hills for, like those other things I mentioned before, and then Hasan hanging on random points of the conversation, saying things like giving Israel any credit in any situation is bad. For the record, I don't like Israel. The funniest part of this debate is when Hasan and Willy are talking about Hasan's chat berating Ethan Klein of H3H3. And for the record, Ethan has been connected to Israel, and he's lived there before, and his wife served in the IDF. During this Israel-Palestine stuff, though, and before, like, well before, he's expressed his sympathy towards innocent Palestinian people. And Hasan believes this sentiment as well, supposedly. But even still, after all the name-calling and demonizing Hasan has done to other people in those situations, his audience does, what do you guess, demonizing and name-calling Ethan. And of course, during the first time this popped up, Hasan was like, "Bro, I love you, but it's the stuff you say." And then during this debate, he says something along the lines of, "I moderate my chat. We banned the word Ethan. I made sure my fan base knows."
But then when he goes ahead and he's like saying stuff like, dude, your whole chat's calling me racist. Your whole chat's calling me a genocidal freak, right? Are you going to do anything about that?
Mm-hmm.
You don't. And the reason why they do that is because you said
it's really interesting you said that. Do you think
you won't let me finish?
Every single day up until that very moment, every single day up until that very moment, I told my community, if you actually did watch Beyond the Clips, you would know that every single day, I told my community that Ethan is sympathetic to Palestinians and that he is not your enemy. To yell at him in this situation would be fucking fruitless, ridiculous. Plenty of people try to farm drama.
The reason why your audience does it is because
hold on. You asked me what kind of community cultivation I engage in.
Editing level here, and basically from then on, he just laments how there's no magical moderate button that just shuts your chat up or makes everyone instantly just not say those things about Ethan. And honestly, like, Hasan should just, like, learn how to, like, put his stuff together and make sure his audience, like, doesn't do this shit. Like, there's a point where you just put your foot down. You can do that. You can do that if you're not in that pit. And I think there's one example of a guy who's done that before, who I believe has done good steps to do that. I would say Brad Taste in Music, through all of his moderation woes and all that stuff, all of his fan base acting in a way he doesn't agree with. I believe he took it very tactfully with his live streams and his announcements to people, at least some of them. Like, and most of his fan base is children. So, I mean, but hey, it could apply to Hasan. I feel like Hasan needs to change on that front. And he also needs to stop being hypocritical, because what I'm about to bring up is insane. Which is funny he says that, because he sure didn't, and a while back he criticized iDubbbz for the crime of not containing his audience, which is kind of stupid. Please, Level, why are you making me pull up more clips? I hope this one is good enough, but I'm really tired of digging through hour-long footage. Also, I don't think it was that Hasan was shaming iDubbbz for not containing his audience. He was shaming iDubbbz fans for him controlling his audience. But Hasan should do that for his audience, if that makes sense. God, I'm so frickin' tired.
But it's still, I think, a little ridiculous to make it seem like it was this big of a deal that it warranted a whole apology video in which he makes it seem like he'll never truly find forgiveness and he'll never forgive himself.
Okay, I disagree, bro. What the fuck? That's crazy. Charlie, you don't even agree with this shit. Why are you saying this? Like, this is what I don't understand. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, did you do that video? Did you do videos like that? No. That's Florida talking. I don't agree with Charlie on this. And I don't even think he agrees with him. Because if Charlie thought that, you know, it was just shock humor or just edgy, he would have dabbled in similar kinds of commentary. He was around in 2016. He was around in 2015. Why didn't you do it then? You'd be hard-pressed to find one person whose feelings were genuinely hurt by the way he was using it. That's why it seems so overboard for a lot of people. You were just basically saying you do not have a single black or brown or gay person in your life. That's all you're saying.
I know I'm making you, the listener, just, like, use all your brain cells to cover the part that, like, I didn't. But, like, basically, I don't condone iDubbbz's former stuff. And, like, also as well, I'm trying to say that Hasan should, like, he dabbles in the same kind of behavior his chat does, and his chat does that as a result, and he thinks all he can do with it is just ban people, ban sock accounts, and all that stuff, when he should be taking more responsibility. iDubbbz took more responsibility, why aren't you? I hope that summarized my point as best as possible. I know I didn't pick everything exactly as a master debate pervert would, but I'm doing my hardest to just clamor everything together while I'm barely breathing from lack of sleep. I'm tired. Like, bro, come on, just say your audience sympathizes with Hamas and not just the innocent civilians, and say it's going too far. Like, I'm sure everybody will understand it's a misunderstanding. I'm sure if you just come out and say it, just do it like iDubbbz, just come on. Come on, just say you've cultivated an audience. Come on.
Guys, I forgot to tell you, I'm dating someone new now. This is my girlfriend reveal, part 2. I hope you guys like her. She's way cuter. And she a free, you know, so you want to kiss me? Whoa!
Beyond that, though, this video is getting too long. I'm not a video essayist. I'm just a goofy guy on a YouTube channel making goofy videos, giving uneven-handed coverage on the computer coverage of breaking news stories. Moral of the story is Hasan would stake his house on one of his political predictions if he was a gambling addict. He's rude to random bystanders making random points, or even his own community making random points.
I hope that the rest of your life is as horrible as it is every single day, okay? There you go. Suck my dick. I despise you. I despise you more than anything else on the planet. You are fucking cancer, okay? You are cancer in this community, and you're cancer in every community. Suck my...
He has a debate kink, but won't admit it unless you hold a gun to him. And I could go on about how he's rich and his political affiliation, but I don't care, man. He can do what he wants with his money in politics, but he should just do real coverage for once, or call himself a Twitch streamer in only one of those two paths, please. Stop trying to be the BBC. He fucked me up, man. And if you or a loved one were too, you may be entitled to compensation. This video wasn't entirely serious, but I hope it makes the mark. If you enjoyed, let me know what I should talk about or play next, and bye-bye. Yeah, that was good.